All right, one last time. Lineups are posted. Lightning sprints are hitting the track. Wing sprint should be in the grid. Micro should be getting ready. Let's go, guys. Time to go.
On the track now, your lightning sprints. Wing sprint, you should be on the grid. Wing sprint on the grid, you're up next. This is your first heat race for the lightning sprints in the W3 on the pole. That's Auto Scrape on the outside pole, the 21 of Brooks. Rayburn in the second row inside that 17. Baggett in the number 2 in the outside second row, and on the back row, the number 45 of Becker. Flagman showing up next time by. We'll be going green. Scrape and Brooks will be bringing them to the green flag. Down the back straightaway, Flagman starts the race. Jim looking him over. And he's turning him loose. Green flag race. Down into turn 1, Rayburn jumps to the inside. Van Rayburn, that number 17, gonna go straight to the lead. Now through 3 and 4. And Van Rayburn will be your leader on lap 1. Auto Scrape right there in second. Brooks now back to third. Excuse me, not Brooks in third. Baggett in third, that number 2. And Baggett getting around on the top side of turn 1 and 2 over there, all by himself, looping it around. And the caution flies in your lightning sprint division. Wing sprint, wing. You need to be at the grid ready to go. There's only one heat of wing, so micros, be thinking about working your way that direction. Micro, you'll be right behind the wing sprint. Baggett getting it spun back around. He'll join the back of the field. Out front, Van Rayburn, your leader. Auto Scrape right there in second. Baggett now trying to catch up with the field. Be nice if they put some bigger numbers on them things. They got that big old back tank and a little 6-inch number on there. That makes it hard to figure out who's who in the back couple. But we got it figured out. Rayburn is out front. He will bring them back to green. And off of turn 4, Van Rayburn fires. And we're back lightning sprint racing here at the Bullring on a Saturday night. Off the top up there, the 21 of Brooks pushing hard off the top of turn 2. And Rayburn now trying to put a little bit of distance between himself and Auto Scrape. It'll be halfway home this time by for Van Rayburn. Back there in third, you've got the 45 of Becker, the 2 of Beckett, and Brooks. sitting there in the 5th position. Lightning Sprint Division winding down the laps in their heat race. And Van Rayburn getting loose, leading the race. Brings out the caution off of the top of turn 2. Rayburn all by himself up there, spinning it around. Don't know what happened, but he did a loop-de-loop, and the caution is out. One more time, I need the winged sprints. Wing sprints, you need to be at the grid. You're up next. Wing sprints, you're up next. So we'll get Rayburn turned around here, get him fired back up. Looks like they're trying to get him into neutral so they can push start him. Scrape will be your leader when we go back to green. That moves Becker up to 2nd. Baggett now back up to 3rd. See if Rayburn can get that car fired back up after taking the spin over there in turn 2. May have had some kind of mechanical difficulty, but now it's fired back up, so didn't know if maybe it shut down on him and locked it up over there. That's why, possibly why he's bumped. So Rayburn will rejoin the field in 5th. Got to work that crackle out of it as he warms it back up. And the flagman will be showing him green next time by. Wing Champ, you're at the grid, or Wing Champ. Man, I'm still on last night calling go-kart races. Wing Sprint, you're at the grid, ready to go, followed by the Micros. Auto Scrape going to be leading them back to the green. Carries him off of 4. He's fired, and we're racing. Rayburn going to try to make up a few positions here quickly if he can. Gets around the 21 of Brooks, back to 4th position. We'll be looking at 2 laps to go this time by. Auto Scrape out front. Rayburn to the inside of Baggett. He'll take that 3rd position away. Becker loose. And Rayburn to the inside. He'll bring it to 2nd position. White flag in the air for Auto Scrape, your leader. One more time around. Lightning Sprint Division. Down the back straightaway. Auto Scrape going to try to get him a checkered flag here in this heat race. Sets it for turn 3, cruises off of 4, and Auto Scrape gonna win the heat race. Rayburn will be 2nd, Becker 3rd, Baggett, and Brooks rounding out your field. Looks like they're going to lay down a little bit of water out here. Wing Sprints should be at the grid ready to go. Wing Sprints, you should be at the grid ready to go. As soon as they get this water put down, you'll be on the track, followed by the Micro Sprints. Had 2 heats of Micro Sprints here tonight. So you guys start working that way. You'll be up very shortly. So the track crew laying down a little bit of water. Certainly didn't need it yesterday after all the rain on Thursday. Had the kart show here last night, got the heat races in, and the rain showed back up. But a really nice night tonight, no worries about that. And we're back to putting water on the track. That's Florida for you. One day it's coming out of the sky, and the next day you're having to fill the tank up and try to get it from anywhere. Wing Sprint will be up next. Micro Sprint's following them. Has the water truck trying to get an even run out there. Bringing the water truck to a stop. Andy will flip that water off and now bring that in and send out those wing sprints. Here they come out now on the pole for this heat race. Gomez Homestead in that number 2. The 48X of Hull will be on the outside pole. John Crowder will be in that number 1. Rains will be in the number 8, outside second row. And you got the 91s on the back row. You got Certain on the inside in a number 91 and Austin Lewis in a number 91 on the outside. Looking for 6 cars on this one. I got 5 out there. Micro Sprint Heat Race number 1. You should be at the grid now. Micro Sprint Heat Race number 1. You should be at the grid, followed by Micro Sprint Heat Race number 2. So Olmsted and Hull will lead them to green. Looks like Crowder not going to make the call in this one. Have them run the water in just a little bit. Get them lined back up. Need the 91 a Certain to catch up, but it looks like maybe he's just going to wait for him to go by. So we'll have to wait one more time around. Flagman showing them one more time, and we'll be going green here in your winged sprint division. Micros heat race number 1. You should be at the grid, followed by micro heat race number 2. Olmsted Hull gonna lead them around to green. Flagman Jim Weed looking them over, and we're going green flag. No, we're not. Flagman starts the race, and the racers were starting to get going a little bit early for Jim's liking. And we'll try again. And this time he'll turn them loose. Down to turn 1, Hull will go to the front, Olmsted to second. Rains and Lewis side by side. Rains pulling up into third. Hull stretching out that lead a little bit now as Rains pulls up to second. Olmsted now back to third. He's got Lewis on his back bumper. Down the back straightaway, Hull still your leader. He'll be catching the 91 of Certain. Looks like Certain's gonna bring it to the pit. Something not right with the car of Ken Certain, and he's off the track. We're down to 4. Dylan Hull out front. Rains keeping pace though, and that number 8. Little loose off of 2 there. Rains loses a little bit of ground. We'll be halfway home this time by. Dylan Hull still out front. Rains second. It's a little ways back to the third place battle between Olmsted and Austin Lewis. Hull trying to put a little bit of distance back between himself and Rains now, as Rains had closed the gap up. Winding down the laps here in this wing sprint heat race. 2 more to go. Dylan Hull still your leader. That battle for third heating up as Olmsted trying to hold back Lewis. Lewis to the inside, trying to take that position away. White flag is in the air one more time around for Dylan Hull, and he'll set that car on the pole. Last time down the back straightaway. And it looks like Dylan Hull's going to be your winner. Rains will be second. The battle for third down the back straightaway. Lewis taking that third position going into turn 3. A little bit of contact over there. And Lewis will get third on the last lap. Olmsted falling to fourth. So you got micro sprints, first heat race coming on the track now. Micro sprint heat race number 2. You should be at the grid, followed by the 3/4 mods. Second heat race for the micro sprints and the 3/4 mods. You'll be coming up behind them. On the pole of this one, the 24 of Evans. Outside pole, the 15 of Hopper. 58, Fulton inside second row. The number 7 of Jared Myers going to be on the outside second row. Megert in the 4M inside third row, and PJ Ruderman in that 00 will be bringing up the rear in this one. Evans and Hopper should be up on the front row. It looks like we've got Hopper kind of back there on the third row. Don't know if he wants to start on the rear or something. So Myers now moves up to the front row. Hopper falling to the tail. That'll move Ruderman up a little bit. Evans and Myers, first heat race, micro sprints, coming to green. Flagman looking him over. And he's giving him that green flag. Off we go. Out front from Myers. Evans will bring it to second. Ruderman now challenging for that second position. He's riding third. Micro sprint, heat race number 2. You should be at the grid. Heat race number 2, micros, followed by the 3/4 mods. Be at the grid. Myers out front. Evans still holding down second. Ruderman in third. Hopper fourth. Megart fifth. And the 58 of Fulton is in sixth in this micro sprint heat race. Myers pretty steady around here. Evans making some good laps as well. Myers are way high around turn number 1. He's going to have to go high in 3 and 4 as they'll catch the lap car of Fulton. He'll swing it out and around. Fulton hangs right on the bottom. Halfway home, they'll clear him. Let's see if Fulton hangs it down there. They'll have to pass him to the high side. Evans and Ruderman now getting by. Myers running a pretty high line, but it seems to be working for him. Looking good out there tonight in that number 7. Keeping that big 4-stroke wound up. Micro sprint heat race number 2. Last call. You should be at the grid ready to go. There's only 2 laps left in the first heat race, and Myers is out front. Evans and Ruderman still keeping pace. Little ways back to Hopper, Megert, and Fulton out there clicking off some laps tonight. 2 to go. Myers now coming to that white flag. Ruderman trying to find a way around the Evans car. Down the back straightaway one last time. They'll catch the car of Fulton. Swing it out wide, and Myers going to be your winner. Evans, Ruderman second, third, Hopper fourth, Megert and Fulton rounding out the field. Heat race number 2 on the track now for your micro sprint division. Dale Van Kuren in that number 21 will be on the pole. The 28 exit Beeman outside pole. Inside second row, the 11 of Rosa. I have no idea. I'm going to go with Rosa. The 77 outside second row, Mike Myers. And on the back, the 00 Rick Jones. Three-quarter mod heat race number 1. Three-quarter mod heat race number 1. You should be at the grid, followed by the second heat race. One more time around and we'll go green flag racing in this micro sprint heat race. Van Kuren and Beeman will lead them around the green. You know that Myers will be in the mix on this one. Lights out on the Speedway. Flagman Jim Weed will display the green as long as they wait for him to do so. Down to 3 and 4, side by side. Flagman looking him over, and he's going to turn him loose. Myers jumps to the inside pretty quick there. Going to move it up to second. Beeman back to third. Out front, Van Kuren. Van Kuren going to try to put a little bit of distance between himself and Meyer now. Three-quarter mod. First heat race should be at the grid ready to roll. Three-quarter mod, first heat race at the grid, ready to roll. We're in the second heat race now of the micro sprints. Dale Van Kuren got that two-stroke all wound up and out front. Little ways back to Mike Meyer. Almost a straightaway back to the third place of Beeman. Jones also back there in the fourth position, and Rosu, number 11, clicking off some laps back there. It'll be halfway home. This time by for your leader, Van Kuren in that number 21. Halfway home in this micro sprint, second heat race of the night. Dale Van Kuren well in control of this one, trying to really get away. He'll catch the lap car, the number 11. Try to put Rosu a lap down here. They give him the move over flag. He slides it up high, and Van Kuren has some clear sailing. Number 7 of Myers bogging it down really hard in 1 and 2. Sounds like he's only running one gear, not shifting. If not most nights, that's the best way to do it. Maybe trying a little something different here tonight. Van Kuren now catching Jones. Trying to get through this pack as the white flag is out. Van Kuren now by the lap car of Jones. Gonna pull up on Beeman. May just play it smart here and ride it out and catch that checkered flag. As Van Kuren will be your winner. Myers will be second. Beeman should bring it home in third. Jones will be fourth. And Rosu fifth. Coming out now, your 3/4 mod. First heat race on the pole, the 44 Reigns. Outside pole will be the number 21 of Fleming. Olmsted in that number 99 will be inside second row. And then you got the Minshew's, Lawton Minshew in the 23L and Corbin Minshew in the 23K. Heat race number 2 for the 3/4 mods. You're on deck, 3/4 mod. Heat race number 2, you're on deck. Gladiators, bring it up behind those 3/4 mods. You'll be behind them. Flagman looking them over. They'll be going green this time by. It's going to be Reigns and Fleming out front. Down to turn number 1, the 44 of Reigns going to have the early advantage. Fleming pulling it into second. Olmsted to third. Olmsted now pulling up to the back bumper of Fleming as Reigns has a pretty good little lead, kicks it a little sideways off of turn number 4. Olmsted now to the second position, and Fleming giving him the tap, sends him to the infield. And Olmsted getting a little tap from Fleming, and he'll be bringing out the caution. Gets it spun around. Getting ready to bring it back to green. Out front, Reigns. Fleming will be there in second. Olmsted will have to work his way from the rear if he wants to get back up there. And he'll want to try because you do not want to start in the back in that 3/4 mod feature. Reigns out front. Fleming going to try to challenge to the bottom, but Reigns has a pretty good run down that back straightaway. He'll be looking at halfway home this time by. Reigns slides high, Fleming to the bottom. They're going to be side by side down the front straightaway, and Fleming is going to lead that lap. Reigns will challenge back to the bottom. Fleming takes him all the way to the bottom of the track, and we got one around. It's Corbin Minshew. Corbin Minshew spinning around over there in turn 2. So Fleming will bring him back to green this time. He was your leader on that last completed lap. Taking advantage of Rain sliding high in turn 3 and 4. Rain's now very loose through turn 1 and 2. Loses some ground to Fleming. Lott and Minshew right there in third. Whoa! On the front straightaway, Olmsted tagging that wall with the right rear. He'll slide down to the bottom of turn 1 and 2, though, and he'll take that third position away from, well, he was going to take that third position away, but Minshew drove it up in there. Now he'll take it away. Down the front straightaway, your battle for the lead. Fleming slid high this time, and Rains went to the bottom, takes advantage of it, and they'll be looking at 2 laps to go this time by. The whole running order changed that last lap. Rains out front, now Fleming pushing way out again. And Olmsted back to second. Olmsted slides, gets really loose. We got contact, and Minshew's around, and that's 23. Corbin Minshew with nowhere to go on that one. Brings it to stop there on the bottom of turn 2, got it around. Like he was just trying to get it stopped and not get into the door of Rains, and brings out, or excuse me, Fleming, and brings out the caution. Green flag flies again. Rains, Olmsted, Fleming, your top 3. It may not stay that way. They've been swapping these positions around quite a bit. Where's 1 lap to go? Rains slides high. Olmsted to the bottom. Not going to have enough time that time by, as Rains still out front. Now Rains loose off of 2. Olmsted back to the bottom. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Rains drives it off in. Olmsted will shoot to the bottom, but it looks like it's going to be Rains. Your winner, Olmsted second. Minshew, and Fleming rounding out the field. Gladiators coming out on the track now. Heat race number one. Heat race number one for your non-wing. You should be on the grid. Reinhardt on the pole in that 96, Maynard in the 62 outside pole, and Fox back there in the number 69. And we're going to go green flag racing in the Gladiator division. Maynard will go to the front. And here comes Reinhardt down the inside, says he wants to lead the first lap. Maynard driving it back in on the outside. Puffing smoke all the way around, but it's running, so let's go. Reinhardt out front. Maynard trying again on that outside, slides it a little too high. And now Reinhardt able to get away a little bit. Fox still right there with him in the 69. Non-wing heat race number one. You should be at the grid. Non-wing heat race number one. You should be at the grid. Reinhardt still your leader in this one. Maynard still killing mosquitoes, and Fox still in third. Gladiator division having a little fun tonight here at the Bullring. Halfway home this time by Reinhardt. Still out front. Brian Reinhardt's wanting to put himself a W in the books and start on the pole of the feature. He's in good position to do so. Everybody pretty even in this one. Just a matter of who made more mistakes. And right now, it's going to be 2 to go. Non-wing, you should be at the grid. Non-wing, heat one, you should be at the grid. White flag in the air. Reinhardt trying to bring this one home and put himself on the pole for the feature. Down into turn 3 one last time. Ryan Reinhardt just kind of riding the bottom line, and he's going to make it work as he's your heat race winner. Maynard to be second, Fox will be third. That brings us to our non-wing heat races. We have got 4 non-wing heat races tonight, 20 cars competing in the non-wing division. First heat race non-wing coming out now. Bailey Spitulski will be on the pole in that number 29. The 16 of Hammer will be outside pole. The 9 of Sutton will be inside second row. The 33 of Nevins outside second row. And Cody Bryson in that 41 will be bringing up the rear in this one. Spitulski and Hammer set to bring him to green. And something has happened to one of them back there. Sutton coming to a stop on the back straightaway. Excuse me, not Sutton. I was listening to the scorekeeper. The 33 of Nevins that came to a stop on the back straightaway. I blame Jessica for that when she lied to me. I never listened to the scorekeeper. Now we got Spitulski pulled up on the pit lane. Lights out. Spitulski now will fall to the rear. Sutton moves up to that front row. Sutton out front. Bryson to second. Nevins now taking that second position away. Nevins now to second, gonna see if he can track down Sutton. Hammer back to fourth. Spitulski still right there with him. Down the back straightaway, Nevins throwing down the challenge, gonna make Sutton work for this one. Nevins to the inside, letting him know he's there. Nevins hold that inside line, Sutton trying to hold him down. They'll be coming to halfway this time by Sutton, Nevins, Bryson, your top three. Halfway home, Brad Sutton still your leader. But Nevins gonna give him everything he's got. Nevins drives it off into turn three. Sutton goes even further. And Sutton gonna hold on to it. No, at the line. That time by it was Nevins, your leader. Nevins now out front. Sutton slides to the top, falls to second. Nevins came to run tonight. He is out front in heat race number one. Nevins, Sutton, Bryson with 2 laps to go as they come to the flag stand. Heat race number one in your mini sprint division. Ty Nevins got that thing wound up tight and rolling. Looks like Spitulski gonna bring it to the pits. Nevins well in control of this one. Checkered flag in the air. Ty Nevins, your winner. Sutton, Bryson, Hammer rounding out the field. Coming up next, heat race number two. Heat race number two for your mini sprint division. On the pole for this one, the 901, Johnny Zachary making his return out here. Gonna see if this one will run for him tonight. We got one stop back there. Looks like Russ Hyder in the number 86 coming to a stop. See if they can get him going again. Hyder, yep, he gets it cranked up. He'll be outside pole. Inside second row, the 67 of Hall. 7J Bozeman Sr., Robert Bozeman Sr. in that 7J outside second row. And on the tail in that number 1, Reynolds. Mark Reynolds. Zachary and Hyder are going to bring him to green. Heat race number 3, you should be at the grid ready to go. Heat race number 3 at the grid ready to go. We're on heat race number 2 for the mini sprints, and Zachary and Hyder will bring them to the flag. Flagman looking them over, and we're going green flag racing. Get him going. Bozeman Sr. going to get it to second. Zachary back to third, Hyder out front. Zachary was looking to the inside, not able to make a move there to second. And here comes the 67 of Hall down the inside, pulling it up to third. Way sideways is Bozeman Sr. That'll let Hall get to second. Zachary up to third. Bozeman Sr. back to fourth, dives it all the way back to the inside in front of Reynolds. Meanwhile, up front, the 86 of Hyder is running and hiding from this field. Heat race number 3. We need you at the grid. Heat race number 3. Making your way to the grid. Hyder out front, Hall in second. Zachary now has the challenge from Reynolds down the back straightaway. Reynolds to the inside. He's gonna take that position away as Zachary looks to be slowing off of turn number 4. And Zachary's gonna be bringing it to the pits. Halfway home, and the 86 of Hyder is out front. Russ Hyder trying to put a heat race away, find his way up on that front row of the feature. Hyder has almost a straightaway lead over Hall. It's almost a straightaway back to Reynolds. And Bozeman Sr. almost equidistant to them. They've kind of spread them out a little bit here. Hyder will be looking at the white, or excuse me, 2 laps to go this time by. Hyder coming around. He'll be taking that white flag this time by Russ Hyder. Got himself a pretty good cushion over the second place car. Down the back straightaway. And Russ Hyder's gonna win heat race number 2 in the mini sprint division. Hall will be second, Reynolds will be third, and Bozeman Sr. will be fourth. Coming up next, heat race number 3. You'll have Geis on the pole in the 00. Moss outside second pole, or outside pole in the 95. Inside second row, the 48X of Hull. Chris, we'll go with Chris in the 126 outside second row. And Trent Rivera in that 3R coming to run with us tonight. He'll be starting on the tail. Heat race number 4. You should be at the grid. Heat race number 4. At the grid. Geis and Moss gonna lead him to green here. Flagman looking him over, real slow pace, but they're off and running now. Geis to the front, Moss to second. Hall right there in third. Chris giving the challenge to Hull on the front stretch, but falls behind a little bit in turn number 1, and now Hull shooting by Moss on the inside of turn 3. Moss brings it back to the inside, tries for the crossover, but Dylan Hull's going to have that position out front. Bill Geis in that 00, stretching it out as Hull slides high and Moss back by. Hull going to drive it back down into turn number 3, sticks the nose down in front of Moss, and takes the position back away. Out front, Bill Geis, Hull second, Moss third. Chris giving the challenge. Rivera still right there with him. Halfway home this time by Bill Geist. That 00 out front. Trying to stretch it out now over a straightaway lead. Winding down this heat race, and Rivera all the way around in turn number 2. Trenton Rivera, bottom of turn 2, is around, bringing out the caution flag. Lights out on the Speedway. Geist will bring him back to green, and now that big lead is gone. He'll have Hull on his back bumper as they go back to green. Moss still right there. Chris and Rivera. Heat race number 3, mini sprint division. Geist gonna fire early over there. Catches him a little bit of sleeping. A lot of these guys been firing off of turn 4. Geist said, nope, I'm in the restart zone. We're going racing. And Bill Geist is your leader. Hull, Moss, Chris, and Rivera. Two to go for your leader, Bill Geist, as he stretches it back out one more time over Hall. And he'll be looking at the white flag now. And he'll be looking at the yellow flag as Rivera is around again on the bottom of turn number 2. And they're going to get Rivera. Well, Rivera gets it cranked back up. Bill Geist fires in turn number 3, and this one's back underway. Heat race number 3. Down the back straightaway. Geist will be looking at that white flag this time. White flag out for Geist. Oh, Moss and Chris. Down the back straightaway last time. Sets it for turn 3, and Bill Geist gonna bring this one home. Hull will be second, Moss will be third, and Christ will be fourth. Heat race number 4 on the track. Rains on the pole, Olmsted outside pole, Smith inside second row. Crowder moving over to the number 1 in the 101 of Rudiman on the rear. Coming to green. And I don't think the flagman's going to like that one. But maybe he will. He says it's all right. Had a little bit of jumping action back there, but it flies. Out front. Gonna be Smith right now. Smith to the lead. Smith, your leader, Rains right there with him. And the caution flag's out. Rudiman around on the top of turn number 1 over there. If you are participating in the trick-or-treating with your car, they're going to be bringing the cars to the front straightaway for the trick-or-treating after this heat race. If you're going to be participating in that with your race car, please bring it to the grid. One more time, if you're participating in the trick-or-treating with your car, on the front straightaway, please bring it to the grid. So when we go back to green, Smith will be your leader, Rains will be second. Crowder switching over to that number 1 will be third. Olmsted will be 4th, and Rudiman will be 5th. Getting ready to go back next time by heat race number 4. Smith will have option to fire after the cone in turn number 3. And he fires right about where Geist was firing last race. You may have been watching that one, seeing how well it worked. And Smith out front. Rain second, Crowder third, Olmsted 4th, and Rudiman 5th. Kids, if you're in that costume contest, make sure you're up here and ready to go. Costume contest coming up pretty quick here, trick-or-treating. And Crowder bringing it to the pits in that number 1. It is not his night tonight. Halfway home this time by Robbie Smith is your leader. Rains riding that cushion. He's in second. Olmsted a little bit squirrely there through 1 and 2. He's in third. And PJ Rudiman out there in 4th. Laps winding down. Smith will be getting 2 to go this time by. Getting a black groove set up there on the top of turn number 3, where they're just laying that right rear down. 2 to go. Robbie Smith, your leader. White flag one more time around. And we'll see if Smith can bring this one home. He's got about a straightaway lead. All he has to do is negotiate 3 and 4. And Robbie Smith is going to be your leader, or excuse me, winner. Raines will be second, Olmsted third, and Rudiman fourth. So if you're participating with your car in the trick-or-treating, please bring it to the staging area. Costumes, make sure if you're in that, the kids there, make sure you got your costume on, you're ready to go. Gonna do a little bit of trick-or-treating here on the front straightaway at intermission. Once again, if you're participating in the trick-or-treating with your race car, bring them out to the front straightaway. And kids with the costumes, be ready to go. I'm going to have some candy for y'all.
All right, everybody, thank you for participating, and I believe what is probably our 7th or 8th annual Track or Treat event here at the Bullring. We appreciate everybody participating, and those who can't, thanks for everything. From Bill and I, thank you for doing an annual family event with us. Please make sure you guys are careful before you get off the track.
All right, we're winding down the trick-or-treating here. If you did not get a transponder before the races, you need to have a transponder. Make sure you come to the tower and get yourself a transponder because that's how they score you. So if you didn't get one, there's 8 of you out there that need one. Make sure you have a transponder, and if you were told to come get one, you need to come get one. Lineups are posted. Lineups are posted. Once again, lineups are posted. Come up here, check out where you're starting. We're going to get these features started here very shortly. Lightning Sprints. Lightning Sprints, you're up first. Bring them to staging. Bring them to staging. Lightning Sprints, you're up first. Remember, them lineups are posted. Come check it out. All right, we need some lightning sprints on the grid. The lightning sprints, you're up first. Oh, excuse me. We also need the transponders. We have 8 people out there that do not have transponders. If you do not have a transponder on your car, don't expect to be scored. Again, if you do not have a transponder, there were 8 of you that were told to come up and get them before racing, and you didn't come up and get them. So don't be surprised if we don't know where you're at in the field. No transponder, no score. And we need lightning sprints for the features to get started here. So lightnings, bring them up. Dylan Hull, we need you to the tower, please. Dylan Hull, you need to come to the tower and get yourself a transponder. We need some lightning sprints over on the grid. Make sure lightning sprints are on the grid, ready to go. Winged sprints, you'll be right behind them.
my sugar allotment for the week.
All right, we got our lightning sprints out here on the track. We need the wing sprints. Wing sprints. You are on deck. Wing sprints. Bring them to the grid. You are on deck. Your lightning feature tonight. The We 3 of Auto Scrape will be on the pole. Van Rayburn outside pole. The 45 of Becker inside second row. The 2 of Baggett outside second row. And the 21 of Brooks will be bringing up the rear. Dylan Hull, last chance to come up and get that transponder. You may want that. Dylan Hull, we need you to come up and get your transponder. Auto Scrape, Van Rayburn, gonna bring them to green in the lightning sprint feature. But, they went a little too soon. So the flagman says, next time. We'll try again. Scrape and Rayburn. Off of turn 4. And they're going to wait for him this time. And now we're going to go green flag racing. Rayburn to the early lead. The We 3 of Auto Scrape to second. Baggett to third. Becker back to fourth. Rayburn still your leader. Auto Scrape right there in second. Baggett third. Becker and Brooks rounding out your field in the Lightning Sprint division. Wing Champ, we need you at the grid. Wing Champ, you should be at the grid. Caution now. We got debris on the front straightaway. Somebody's missing a muffler tip. Colton coming out here, taking care of that one. So Lightning Sprint's getting ready to go back to green. Van Rayburn, your leader. Auto Scrape second. Baggett, Becker, and Brooks, your Lightning Sprint field. And we got one around. Baggett finding that inside berm, taking a little bouncy ride, and he's pointing the wrong direction. Caution flag flies. Wing Sprints, we need you to be at the grid, ready to go. Wing Sprint at the grid, ready to go. You're up next. And they've got him turned around and going back. It'll rejoin the field at the rear. Flagman Jim Weed will show him one more time around. Van Rayburn in that number 17, gonna lead him back to green. Van was out here last night on go-kart night, brought one of these cars out and helped pack the track in before the show. We really appreciate Van taking that extra time and doing that for us. And now he finds himself tonight out here in the lead. Lightning Sprint, green flag. Down the back straightaway. Becker now to the third position. Gonna try to keep pace with Auto Scrape. Rayburn still your leader. We're gonna be looking at the halfway flags this time by. Halfway. Lightning Sprint, Marion County Speedway on a Saturday night in Ocala, Florida. Rayburn now stretching out the lead a little bit over Auto Scrape. Sideways down the back straightaway. Brooks giving that fourth position up to Baggett. And Brooks very squirrely off of turn 4 that time. Something not really straight with Brooks's car as he is all over the place. Two to go. Van Rayburn out front. And he'll be looking at the white flag this time by. He'll be catching the car of Brooks. He may just lay off of him a little bit and finish this one out. He's got plenty of lead. He'll poke it down to the inside, though. Go ahead and get around that lap car. And Van Rayburn, checkered flag. Auto Scrape second, And Becker, third. Wing Champ, make sure you're at the grid, ready to go. Wing Champ, make sure you're at the grid, ready to go. Auto Scrape getting that second place finish tonight. Again. Was that you in a Top Gun car at Volusia a couple weeks ago?
Sure it was.
You just run a little bit of everything, don't you?
Well, I ran sprint cars for almost 30 years. So, I mean, I got a little practice on them. So, yeah. But, playing with the midget and, I probably need some better tires on the grill, especially as slick as the track was tonight. So, but I can't make excuses. You get beat, you get beat. That's all there is to it.
But did you have a good time?
Oh, yeah, I had a good time. I had fun. And I appreciate all the fans that come out here to watch us.
We appreciate you coming here to run with us tonight. Chasing Van. We'll get he need a tire sponsor on this car. He needs some back tires. Auto Scrape, second place tonight. Van Rayburn, your winner. I believe it was his grandson with the Iron Man go-kart out there that was racing last night. No, we can't do no interviews with you yet, though. You're not ready. You're not practiced up enough. Here, watch the master do the interview. Van Rayburn, your winner tonight. Who do you want to thank, Van?
I want to thank this man right here, Don Taylor, for letting me drive this car and keeping it running like it is. It was a handful of night. About halfway through the race, I lost all the brakes, and I was just trying to wrestle it around the best I could. I'm glad I was in front when it happened. But it was fun.
Well, we're glad to have you running with us, and that was a great run tonight, and we'll see you next time around. Coming out now, your wing champs. Wing champ. There I go again. I'm on go-kart night again. Wing sprints. See, there's a wing champ guy here in the crowd tonight. He messed me all up. I see a go-kart face or two, and I go the wrong direction. I start regressing back to go-karts. Micros, you should be on the grid. Micros, you should be on the grid. You're on deck. Micro sprints, bring them to the grid. You got the wing sprints on the track now. Getting ready to go some green flag racing. Gonna have the 7, Jared Myers on the pole. Dale Van Kuren in that 21 will be outside pole. The 24 of Evans inside second row. The 77, Mike Myers outside second row. Rudiman, PJ Rudiman in that 00 on the inside third row. The 28X of Beeman on the outside third row. Hopper in the 15 inside fourth row. Jones in the 00. He'll be on the outside fourth row. The 4M of Megert will be on the inside fifth row, outside the 11 of Rosu. Excuse me, I'm on the micro thing. I'm reading the wrong lineup. Y'all, I am on it tonight. I'm ready for the micros to come out. I'm calling the micros up. This is a wing sprints. My page is stuck together. I'm looking going, where's the rest of them? Well, it's a good thing we get an extra lap there. Looking at a page, we were gonna have the 48X of Hull on the pole, but it looks like we've got the 91 of Lewis on the pole. Rains outside pole, Olmsted and Certain back there on the second row. Winged sprints up now, and those micros that I was calling out, they'll be up next. The 91 of Lewis to the front. Looks like Certain gonna bring it to the pits. Not running very well tonight. So pretty much everybody will be on the podium tonight. That's on the track now. Austin Lewis, your leader. Rains right behind him. Bubba Rains in that number 8, looking to find a way up. Rain's car not sounding good down the front straightaway. Sounds like it may be misfiring. Something's wrong with it. It's still revving. It's just not rolling very well. So Lewis, your leader. Rain's trying to get back to the pits. And Rains will bring it in. So Lewis out front. And the caution flag flies as Rains brings it to a stop. Micro sprints, you should be on the grid. Micro sprints on the grid. Flagman telling him one more time around as Rains is pushed into the pits the rest of the way. Lewis and Olmsted, your remaining 2 mini sprints, winged mini sprints on the track. They went fast in this one. And they'll go green. Halfway home this time by Austin Lewis, still your leader. Running that high line. Olmsted trying to run the bottom side, trying to find a way around. Austin Lewis popping on that rev limiter pretty hard there the last time around. Olmsted hanging right with him. Micro sprints, you should be at the grid. Micro sprints, you should be at the grid. There's only 2 left, but they're gonna make a race out of it. Both of them wanting to catch that winged mini sprint win tonight at the Bullring. 2 more times around. Austin Lewis got some comfort or cushion now as Olmsted getting loose, almost coming to a stop over there. Had to burn off a little excess fuel. And as they come off of turn number 4, Austin Lewis is gonna be your winner in the number 91. Gomez Olmsted will be second. Climbing out of the car, your winner. Go ahead, dance on the wing. I mean, you got a wing to dance on. Do the wing dance.
Yes, sir.
I mean, you know, there's a wing on it. You got to do a wing dance. Got you one tonight here at the Bullring. Who do you want to thank?
I want to thank my mom, my dad, my stepmom, Elton Allen, just all my sponsors that help us with both of my cars. This feels so great.
And you got to do a wing dance. They can't ever take that one away. Austin Lewis, your winner in the number 91 in the wing champs. That last quarter there, when it almost come to a stop, you burned off a little extra fuel. You had to be thinking, "Oh, great, this is going to take a minute." Who do you want to thank tonight, man?
Yeah, the track was really, really good. I'm glad that they run it in at intermission. It was really nice. I really want to thank David Rains with Dyno Action because this is his car. We don't own the car. He's letting us run it for however long we want. Big thanks to him. I want to thank my dad and everybody else that helped out in the shop all week long trying to get this car ready. And we were still working on it right over there all day long until the races started. So big thanks to them, and yeah.
That pretty much covers it, right? You ready for that 3/4 mod feature?
Not really.
Not really. Well, I mean, you know, yeah, it's I don't even know what to say. See, you're supposed to give the announcer a little bit something there, but not really. I was like, whoa, I don't even know how to respond to that. But Lewis coming over to give you some congratulations. These young guys having some fun tonight, and they'll get some more pictures and wrap this one up. So we'll be going on to the micros. Micros, you should be up there at this point. Micro sprints are coming out on the track now. 3/4 mods, you'll be on deck. Micros are rolling out. 3/4 mods will be on deck. Now I was reading off their starting lineup here just a minute ago before the winged sprint feature because I was a race ahead of myself. So we'll try it again. You get to hear their names all over. Jared Myers in that number 7. He'll be on the pole with Dale Van Kuren on the outside pole in the 21. The 24 of Evans inside second row with the 77 of Mike Myers outside. PJ Ruderman in that 00 will be inside second row with a 28X of Beeman on the outside. The inside fourth row going to have Hopper in that number 15 and the 00 of Jones. Inside fifth row, 4M Megert. And the 11 on the outside, Rosu, and the 58 of Fulton rounding out the field. 3/4 mods, 3/4 mods, bring them to staging. Van Kuren and Myers on that front row. You know it's going to be a drag race down into turn number 1. Both of them are going to want that early lead if they can get there. Evans right there on that inside second row and another Myers right there beside him. Flagman Jim Weed will be showing them one to go this time by. Okay, maybe not. And he is. Okay, he's ready to go now. Everybody's ready to go. Micro sprint feature on the track. 3/4 mods should be working their way to the grid. We're ready to get this one going. Jared Myers, Dale Van Kuren, both of them. Yeah, you hear don't try to win the race in turn number 1, but you want to try to win that race to turn number 1, and we're going to see who wins it. Down the front straightaway. Dale Van Kuren to the lead. Fires and Myers second and third. And the back straightaway, here comes PJ Ruderman down the inside. Ruderman now to fourth. Evans back to fifth. Big swing out wide, and the 7 of Jared Myers. He'll be back to second now. Van Kuren out front. Here comes PJ Ruderman down the inside, looking for a route to Myers. He's going to pull up to him. Ruderman still in fourth. Evans fifth. Jones sixth. Beeman bringing it to the infield in that number 28X. He's in the clear of the track. Looks like we'll stay green. Van Kuren going to go ahead and try to stretch this thing out early. He'll catch the lap car of Fulton pretty quickly here. Out front, Dale Van Kuren trying to get some distance quick as he can here over the Myers. Ruderman trying to get around one of the Myers. Go back here a few more positions. Back there in 5th, you got Jones, the 15 of Hopper in 6th, Magert in 7th, and Van Kuren lapping cars quickly here tonight in this micro sprint feature. The flagman gonna have that lap flag in his hand quite a bit tonight. Van Kuren catching the lap car now of Magert. Gonna be looking to the inside, trying to get by. Magert gives him room. Van Kuren by and into clear. Down the back straightaway, Van Kuren now gonna catch a group. He's got Fulton, he's gonna look to the outside on him. Coming up on Hopper now. Everybody with that lap flag out. Van Kuren strung out on the outside there as he's trying to get through. He'll go to the outside of Hopper, clears him, puts 2 cars in between himself and 2nd, and he'll look to the inside of Jones. Jones gives him room to the bottom, and Van Kuren will have a clear straightaway ahead of him for at least a moment here as he's put 2 lap cars in between himself and the 2nd of Jared Myers. It is a straightaway back to the 3rd position of Mike Myers, who has PJ Rudiman right on his tail. Van Kuren still out front. Got himself all right at a straightaway lead now as the 2 lap cars are holding the number 7 back quite a bit now. He's trying to find a way by. Halfway home, this time by micro sprint feature here tonight at the Bullring. Dale Van Kuren out front, stretching it out now. Got himself a half a track lead over the 2nd place car as Myers got tangled up back there a little bit. He still hasn't cleared the 2nd lap car of Jones. Van Kuren now to Arasu, getting around him. He's got one more in front of him. It's a 24 of Evans. And he's lapping the 5th place car right now. Only 4 left on the lead lap as Van Kuren is on a mission here tonight. Stretching the lead out, pulling away from this field. That 2-stroke is wound up and running. Myers now with a little bit of clear sailing. We'll see if he can make some ground up as Van Kuren is catching the car of Magert once more. They've got Fulton up ahead. They'll both have to clear to the inside. Van Kuren splits the middle, taking it past him. He now has a 4-car buffer with 5 laps to go. His next car he'll be trying to catch will be Rudiman. He's actually going to come up on Jones next now as Rudiman is lapping Jones. 4 more times around for Van Kuren. And actually, it's going to be 2 laps to go. Van Kuren to the inside of Jones, puts the lap on him. He'll come up on Hopper again. Plenty of room, over a half a track lead. And the white flag is getting ready to fly. One more time around for Dale Van Kuren. Working his way down the back straightaway. He's got a line in front of him. As long as he can clear these cars, and he does. Van Kuren will be the winner. Myers will be 2nd. Jared Myers, Mike Myers 3rd. PJ Rudiman will be 4th. And after that, I probably couldn't tell you. I believe Evans was 5th. Magert would be 6th. Three-quarter mods. Make sure you're at the grid and ready to go. You're on deck. Three-quarter mods on deck. Ready to go. You're next. Gladiators, you'll be behind them. Three-quarter mods, followed by the non-wing. Did you drop this? Dale Van Kuren, half a lap lead over the field, just weaving in and out of the lap traffic and just stretching it out. Who do you want to thank tonight, man?
I want to thank my old man for keeping this thing tuned up and handling so good. Yeah, that little two-stroke was liking this cold weather. it really ran good tonight. But yeah, thanks Jared and Mike and all these other guys for coming out, and you guys for doing everything you do here to help us out. We have a great time here.
We all put on a heck of a show tonight, man. Thanks for coming around with us. Knocked it over. Jared, man, that lap traffic was crazy tonight. You got hung up behind two of the cars and held you back for a little bit and let him really get away after that. And, man, it was tough negotiating that traffic tonight because they were all over the place. Who do you want to thank tonight, man?
I'd like to thank my parents, my mom and dad, Don with Mills Compressor, the micro guys, all the fans that come out here, and just everybody who watches.
Well, we appreciate you coming around with us, man. Mike. Same thing, man. There was cars all over the track. But it looked like it. I mean, I'm going to guess. It looked like y'all were having some fun. So
that's what it's about, having fun. That was a good time with all the guys out here running. Had a blast.
Well, we appreciate you coming out and run with us, and we'll see y'all next time around. Coming out next, your three-quarter mod division. Three-quarter mod's going to come out here, put on a little show for y'all. Gladiators should be right behind them. And then your main event of the night, the non-wing sprints, will be out. Three-quarter mods rolling out on the track now for their feature event. On the pole tonight, the 44, Bubba Raines. He's getting a lot of seat time tonight in a lot of different divisions. The outside, the 26 lane. Both those guys won their heat races. Sitting on the front row tonight for this one. That's where you want to be, is up front in these races. Sometimes when you're a little further back, you get caught up in other people's stuff. Inside second row is Olmsted. Outside second row, the 69 Heflin. Inside third row, Lawton Minshew in his 23. The outside third row, the 57 of Juan. The inside fourth row, Corbin Minshew. Outside fourth row, the 67 of Moss. And on the tail tonight, the 21 of Fleming. Everybody getting lined up. Lights are out on the Speedway. They'll be going green this time by. We'll see if anybody gets too anxious or if we can keep them together for this green flag. And it looks like Jim's going to turn them loose. And we're racing. Down to turn number 1. Reigns on that inside line. Olmsted going to try to bring it through on the bottom. Here comes Lane down the outside. He's got a good head of speed going into turn number 3. They're side by side, a little bit of wheel-to-wheel contact back there. It's a Reigns up front and a whole bunch of people for second, and we got him around. It looks like Minshew. So they'll peel these guys apart. Lawton is off and running first, ready to go. This all stands where they're at right now. Fleming will be your big mover. He started 9th, and he'll be up to 4th. Still working on the car lane. See what they can, if there's anything wrong with it there, make sure everything's all right before they send him back out. And they're going to get the 29, yeah, blah, 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 the 26 of Lane. Going to try to get him pushed back off now. It fires off, and he'll rejoin the field. Looking like a Delaware restart. Getting ready to go back green. Reigns will be up front. He fires. Heflin getting a really good restart there in that number 69. We got one around again. And it's Fleming getting around that time and takes 4 of them with him. It's a parking lot down in turn number 1 right now. Fleming into the left rear tire of Moss, and looks like he kind of went around and just collected the whole back of the field. It's like an interstate out there right now. So gladiators, you should be at the grid, ready to go, followed by the non-wing. Gladiators followed by the non-wing. They've got Fleming back underway. Gonna get Minshew pushed back off here. And we're going to get them rolling. Everybody looking like they're going to be able to continue for the better part here. And we'll try again. So we'll go back to green. Rains will be your leader. Olmsted second. And Heflin third. Battle for fourth place as Minshew pulls to the inside, takes it away. And we've got a pile up in turn one again. There's something about turn one with these guys tonight that they just keep beating each other down there. Looked like that time Minshew got into the back bumper of Moss, brought it around, and took Fleming and Lane with him. Gladiators, at this point, you've had plenty of time to get over to the grid. Non-wing, you'll be behind those Gladiators. So they're finishing up clearing the track. Gonna get these guys lined back up. Juan stalls it by the flag stand here. Sounds like he's learning to drive a clutch right now. Can be a little tricky. Best theft protection in the world nowadays to have a car with a clutch in it and a standard transmission. Half America couldn't steal it. Flagman says green flag next time by Rains. He's got the best seat in the house right now out front. All the craziness has been behind him tonight. Like I said, you don't want to start on the back of this one. You could get caught up in somebody else's mess. Rains tried to fire right there. bounced all over the place, but they're going now. Rains out front. Battle for third. Minshew to the inside. He'll get by Heflin. Heflin back to the inside. He'll try to take that position back, but Minshew has it. And we got a one around on the inside of turn 3 down there. Looks like Lane in the 26. After winning his heat race, he sure is having a rough feature tonight. So we've got 2 laps in the books. 3/4 mods putting on a show tonight of how not to do a feature. I believe the only cars that haven't been involved in a caution are the front 2. I don't think Moss has been in one yet. Now they're picking up pieces of cars off the track. The side of Lane's car all caved in. The Nerf bar not being very nerfy. So we'll try again. See if we can get 3 in the books. Bubba Reigns, still your leader. Gomez Olmsted in second. Now Minshew, Corbin Minshew up to third. He's been picking off about one here and one there. And we'll go back green flag racing. Now the turn number 1. Reigns again, all the way through, clear. Hey, look at that. They made it through turn number 1. All right, we're into turn 3 and 4 now, and they're gonna get a lap in the book. We got contact via bait all over the track right now. Minshew into the back of Moss. He gets by. Corbin Minshew to the inside of Olmsted, takes position. Here comes Olmsted back down the inside. And Corbin Minshew now to second. He slides it up the track though. And Gomez Olmsted back to second. Meanwhile up front, Bubba Reigns and some clear sailing in front of him. That battle for second. Switching back and forth. Minshew drives it way too straight in the bottom of turn number 3, causing it to go up the track, and Olmsted will get back by. Moss now bringing out the caution. I may have jinxed him. I think I said he was one of the only ones that hadn't brought one out. So we got a lot of people watching on the Bullring Live. If you're watching on the Bullring Live, I've got you up on my screen right now. Where are y'all watching from? I mean, we might as well talk about it at least. In between cautions. Flagman saying one more time around, and we'll try again. Got to be be a lot of sheet metal work and Nerf bar work to do after this one tonight. These guys absolutely playing some bumper cars from about third on back the whole night. Rains fires, and we're back underway. Rain slides up a little bit. Here comes Olmstead down the bottom, but Rains pulls him down the back straightaway, down to turn number 3. Minshew going to try to get back in on this one. Olmstead to the bottom. Rains got a pretty good run off that high side each time. As long as he don't go too far up, he seems to be able to pull each time. Olmstead giving him plenty of room. Time limit's getting near, so 2 laps to go. 2 to go in this one. And it's going to come right down to the wire on this as Rains, your leader. Olmstead second. Now, the Minshews are getting in the battle for third as you get that last podium. White flag in the air last time around. Rains down the back straightaway. All he has to do is negotiate turn 3 and 4. Slides up the track. Gomez drives it in behind him, but Rains is going to be your winner. Olmstead second. Minshew, Heflin, and Moss rounding out the top 6. We got gonna walk down here and do some interviews. Tonight's winner in the 3/4 mod, Bubba Rains. You want to step around the front? You want to be like, you just want to hide back here? We can do the interview back here. You can stand on the roof. I don't care where you want to stand. It's your win. On the back deck, you want to do a wing dance, we'll bring a wing out for you. Hey, Bubba Rains, you were in the best seat in the house tonight because all the crazy was happening behind you, and that was the place to be out front. Who do you want to thank tonight?
Chad Olmstead, my dad, Jacob, Travis, Noah, everyone that helps me.
Pretty much covers it. Good job out there tonight, man. Congrats on the win. You got someone else to thank? Do we need to go get them all? Gomez, two second places tonight, but it was a good thing you started up front because all the crazy was going on behind you. Who do you want to thank tonight, man?
I want to thank everybody. I want to congratulate Bubba. And if you wouldn't mind, can I get a picture really quickly?
Go ahead, man. Jump in on it. Yeah, squeeze him in a little tighter. All right, finish it out. Finish it out.
Yeah, big congrats to Bubba. I mean, me and him are, like I said last time we raced with me and Bubba, I mean, we're so close in the race car and out of the race car. I mean, we're awesome racing together. Big thanks to my dad, David Rains, everybody else that helps out in the car. Big thanks to everybody in the crowd and the guys that work the track. Yeah, I think that's it.
That covers it, man. Good job tonight. Have some fun. Man, anything behind this spoiler was crazy for a little while. Then you got back up here, you were the second for a minute, then you were back there, and you're back here. It was all over the place tonight. But it looked like y'all were having way too much fun out there. Who do you want to thank, man?
I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, my brother, and all my sponsors, Sway. I'd like to thank all my sponsors.
And the dog. You got to thank the dog.
Yeah, and the dog.
It's always, does the dog have a name?
Merle.
Merle. Hey, Merle, what's up? Merle, there you go. Merle had a little something to say about that one. Good job, Ed. All right, we'll get out of the way, let these guys finish up their pictures. Gladiators, you're up next, followed by the non-wing. All right, we got our Gladiators coming out next. That means non-wing. You should be coming to the grid. Non-wing, bring them to the grid. On the pole for your Gladiator feature tonight, the heat race winner, the 96 of Reinhardt. Reinhardt? I have no idea how to say it. There's a couple of consonants and a couple of vowels all together there. And, you know, I'll just guess. Maynard in the 62 on the outside pole, and Fox in the number 69 inside second row. They're going to go green next time by. Checking in on the Bullring live here. We got some folks watching from Stuart, Florida, Spring Hill. I see OJ and Sharon Seawright watching. Hey, I seen Tim down here earlier, watching out of Haines City. They came and ran with us last night in the karts. Got some folks watching from Orange Park as well. Green flag is out. That mosquito sprayer's back again, that number 69. He gives a little puff of smoke each corner to make sure none of the Florida mosquitoes are out here bugging us tonight. He's out front on this one. Maynard, your leader. Reinhardt second. Fox gonna try to get up there and give a little challenge to Reinhardt. Y'all stay tuned at home because up next, the 20-car non-wing feature coming up. I might have a little bit of voice left for that one after announcing the last few nights in a row. But we love coming out here to the Bullring, having some fun on a Saturday night. Maynard still out front, Reinhardt second. All these guys came out here at intermission, brought the cars out. The kids did some trick or treat. Had several cars out here, a bunch of kids in costume, having some fun tonight. What it's all about, that's pretty much why we're here, just to have a good time. Home in this Gladiator feature. Maynard still out front. Reinhardt and Fox still giving chase. I need all those non-wings to be at the grid ready to go. Non-wings. You should be at the grid ready to go. Little crossover attempt by Fox. They're side by side down the back straightaway. He's going to try to get it up to second place, and he does. Reinhardt way sideways saves it. And Fox now up to second as Maynard starting to pull away a little bit. Laps winding down in this Gladiator feature. Only a few more to go. And it'll be 2 laps to go this time by for Maynard. Two more times around Gladiator feature. Hey, if you got one of these Gladiator cars, we'll be back here on the 13th. Bring it out. We want to see some more of them come out. I know that there's a bunch of them in this area. And hey, you can't help but have fun. White flag in the air for Maynard. Fox still riding there in second. Last time down the back straightaway. Maynard sets it into 3 and 4. And Maynard's going to bring this one home tonight. Your winner, Maynard. Fox second. Reinhardt third. Non-wing. It's almost your time. You need to be at the grid ready to go because it's almost time to roll out. Well, we'll come down here. You were the first one out. You win the race out of the car. You're the official winner now. You had some fun tonight out here. Who do you want to thank, man?
I want to thank my employer, Air One, and my sponsor, and I want to thank these other 2 guys for a great race.
All right, man. Thanks for coming out and run with us. Your fan club was here ready to go. Second place tonight. Having some fun out there. Y'all had a pretty good battle trying to get through there. And who do you want to thank tonight, man?
We want to thank GCLS for sponsoring the car, my wife and daughter for coming and supporting us, and everybody that came out to get some candy.
There you go. Congrats. I don't know if they're going to get it or... Okay, I didn't know if they wanted to carry it. Mr. Maynard, you are the feature winner tonight in the Gladiator division. And every time it went down in the corner, a little puff of smoke, we won't have any mosquito problems here for the rest of the year. Who do you want to thank, man?
I got to thank Zach Thomas with RDR, Trish Customs, Outlaw Motorsports, and Bowman's Garage. And that's it.
You got it. Good job. Congrats on the win tonight. On the track now, your mini sprint feature. On the pole, the 33 of Nevins, outside pole. Hyder in that number 86, the inside second row. Geis in the 00 outside second row. Smith in the 77, the number 9. Sutton on the inside third row, outside third row, the 67 of Hall. Inside fourth row, the 48X of Hull. See, these guys have names that just really screw with an announcer. We got a Hall, we got a Hull. We got the 8 of Rains, the outside fourth row. Inside fifth row, the 41 of Bryson, and on the outside of that fifth row, the number 1 of Reynolds. The number 95, Paige Moss, she's on the inside sixth row. Outside sixth row, Olmsted, and that number 2. The 16 of Hammer, inside seventh row. Outside of him, Bozeman Sr., Robert Bozeman Sr. in that 7J. Going back to the eighth row, the 126 of Christ, and the 101 of PJ Rudiman outside of the eighth row. Ninth row, Bailey Spatulski will be on the inside, and Johnny Zachary on the outside in the 901. The last row, the 3R of Rivera, and outside of him, if he was able to make it out, it would be the number 1 of John Crowder. That is your mini sprint field for tonight. Always a good one in this. You have a nice slick track out there tonight. There is still plenty of moisture in the air, still plenty of moisture in the dirt after over 3 inches of rain on Thursday and overnight on Thursday. We had more rain here yesterday during the go-kart program. Got halfway through that show and the rain showed up and went ahead and soaked it some more. And then we got the track back together. We're here for tonight. And this ground is steady, trying to pump out a little bit of moisture now. And you got that evening dew starting to set in on everything a little bit, getting that track a little bit slicker. And these 600cc mini sprints are about to put on a show for you. So they'll finish getting them all set in place here. Colton back there, tell them it's time to start rolling. They'll clear them out a little bit. Temperatures here tonight in the low 50s. In Florida, that's freezing weather. Everybody bundled up like a bunch of Eskimos already. These guys out here ready to get this one underway. Guys and girls. Guys and girls. There's a few ladies in this race as well. Got to use my correct pronouns, right? Evans, Hyder, Geis, and Smith. Them front few rows. I'm looking for Smith. I don't see him. Looks like Hall has moved up. And we're going green. Hyder jumping across the track early on the front straightaway. Goes into turn 1, slides way up high, and loses it up there, losing a lot of ground quickly. Now Nevins to the front, Geis and Sutton. Rains the fourth. Rains will slide up. Hyder will come back through now to fourth. And And the caution is out. We got 2 down at turn number 1. Looks like we've got Bozeman Senior and I believe it's Christ down there. So we've already got a caution out here on this non-wing feature. I want to thank everybody for tuning in on the Bullring Live. This is the final feature event of the night. We'll be back with the karts on November 12th and the sprints on November 13th. I'm sure there's something going on here next Saturday, too. There always is. I don't think there's a Saturday off this year. Run everything here from side-by-sides to SDTA.
Side-by-sides next weekend.
Okay, they're telling me side-by-sides will be here next week, so tune back in next Saturday night. You get to see some crazy side-by-side racing, and then come back on that'll be November 6th. November 6th, side-by-sides, November 12th, kart racing, and November 13th, back here with the cars. So it looks like Bozeman Senior may be bringing it in on the hook. Not the way you want to start off the first lap. And they've got him all hooked up, and they'll be bringing him in. Early into the night for Robert Bozeman Sr. in the number 7J. So when we go back to green, out front, you'll have Nevins and they'll Delaware restart. So you got Geis and Sutton back there right behind him. Hyder, Raines, Hall in the 67, Bryson. You got a whole bunch of people that can get it done. We got a couple of them bouncing around back there, but everybody gets through 3 and 4 okay. Down into turn number 1. Nevins will still be your leader. They're going to go 3 wide down into turn 3 for that 4th and 5th position, and it didn't work. Hall getting completely sideways, loses it, and collects him a car. It looks like Hall collected Hull. The 48X down there coming to a stop. Hall was completely sideways, and Hall wasn't able to clear him. He had nowhere to go on that one. So the caution flies again. He'll get him pushed backwards off that tire down there. Dylan Hull able to keep on going. He'll rejoin the back of the pack there. Excuse me, that was Bryson. Hull is still up here. Cody Bryson was the one that got collected into that one. Hull's family is watching at home saying, why is he saying Hull? He's right up there. He's fine. So they'll Delaware restart him again. And Bryson will have to come from the back now. Flagman says we'll go green next time. Bye. Evans will start from the front once more. That second row has got Geis and Sutton. Third row has got Hyder and Rains. The next row back, the third row back, will be the fourth row, I guess, is Reynolds and Hall. You've got Hall and Moss, Batulski and Hammer. Olmsted, Bryson. And we're green flag racing. Reynolds catching the right rear on the front straightaway wall on that restart right there. That's going to cost a few positions, but he's able to stay with it and maintain 7th position. Out front, Nevins and Geis, Sutton, Hyder, Rains. Down the back straightaway. Looks like we're going to get a few laps of green flag racing in here this time as everybody spreads them out a little bit. Nevins out front. Geis trying to catch him. Sutton, Hyder, Rains, Hall, Reynolds, and the caution flag's out. We've got, I believe it's either Rudiman or Rivera. See if this is Rudiman that comes by on the front straight. So that's Rivera back there in the 3R, hung up on the bank. From here, it looks like yellow cage, white car. So it could be, could have been either one. So caution out, turn 2 on Rivera. So we go back to green. Your top 10 leader is Nevin. Second place, Geis. Third place, Sutton. And the number 9, the 86 of Hyder will be 4th. Rains and the number 8 will be 5th. The 67 of Hall will be 6th. The 7th place car will be the number 1 of Reynolds. The 48X of Hull is in 8th. Cody Bryson now back up to 9th in the number 41. And Paige Moss will be in 10th. Right behind Paige Moss, Bailey Spitulski. Got the 16 of Hammer right behind her. And we're going to go green next time. Bye. Nevins, is your leader. Geis, Sutton, Hyder, all guys that can definitely get a feature win on any given night. And many more behind them that can. And Nevins fires, and we're green flag racing. Through 3 and 4, everybody's through the corner on the restart, down into turn number 1. Looks like everybody will make it through. Got a couple position changes as Bryson is around Hull now. Cody Bryson making some big moves, but we've got cars spun around down the bottom of turn number 1. This time you've got Rivera and Rudeman. Rivera and Rudeman down there bringing the caution out. Everybody able to get by on the outside there. Rivera's car got some damage to the front end. A little bit, looks like. Both of them are going to be able to continue, I believe. And the flagman saying one more time around, and we'll go green again. Nevin still out front. Geis looking for just a little bit more speed to see if he can find a way to get to him and get around him. Sutton right there with him, Hyder. Rain's having a really good run up there. Hall, Bryson, Hull, Moss. Lots of good cars up here. Reynolds, Patulski, Hammer. And he's got option to fire. Fires in about the same spot as he did last time. Nevins not making him guess too much. He knows he's got a good car. And he's going to put all his trust in it. And he hammers down the back straightaway. Looking good right now. Ty Nevins got this one under control at the moment. You got Geis in second, Sutton in third. Hyder in there fourth. He's got a challenge from Rains. Bryson really moving back up. Remember, he went to the rear earlier. He is all the way back to sixth position. Cody Bryson back to sixth. Hall now getting around Hull. Hull back to the bottom. Going to try to get back by. That's the battle for seventh. And the caution is back out again. Got one around down there in turn number 1. Can't quite tell who it is. They'll be spinning it back around here in a second. And that would be Olmsted. Olmsted in the number 2 bringing the caution out. So we'll get them all lined back up again. And we're getting ready to go back green flag racing. Lights are out on Speedway. Nevins option to fire anywhere in the zone there. He's taking them green flag racing again. Nevins, your leader down into turn number 1. Geis right behind him. Sutton looking to the inside of Geis. Cody Bryson looking to make some more big moves to the inside of Rains down into turn number 3. Looking to come from the back to the top 5. Driving the wheels off that one tonight. He's got Hull right behind him. Cody Bryson still looking for the inside of Raines. Raines holding a nice line there. Everybody in that top 6, 7 cars, all pretty much the same speed. Nevins in a really good spot out front right now, though. He's loving it out there, setting it through turn 3 and 4. Ty Nevins pulling out about a 3-car length lead now over Geis. Geis with a few car lengths over Sutton. Hyder, Rain still right there behind him. Hall to the inside again. Yeah. Bryson looking to the inside of Rains here now. Hall looking to the inside of Bryson. Everybody trying to find some way around. Somebody in front of them halfway home this time by. Halfway in this mini sprint feature. Nevins out front. And he is starting to stretch it out a little bit. Now about 6 cars over, guys. Another 6 back to Sutton. Behind Sutton there. Rains doing pretty good. He's around Hyder now, but gets loose. He holds on. Hyder now back to 5th. Bryson pulling up to the inside of Hyder, trying to get another position. Nevins working lap traffic. He's been around the car of Rudeman. He's around the car of Olmsted. Still battling through the field. Battles everywhere. There's going to be 5 laps to go this time by. 5 to go for your leader, Nevins. Nevins negotiating traffic. Geis trying to make up some ground as Nevins now caught behind some lap cars. Trying to get around the car of Chris. Chris not giving much room there. Nevins now around. He moves up on the next car. Gonna try to find a way around before Geis can catch him. Lap flag out. And Geis now, Nevins now around another lap car. He's got about a 2-lap buffer between him and Geis. Sutton still in 3rd. Rains now sliding up the track in that 4th position. Hyder trying to slide back to the bottom. Hyder trying to get back up to the 4th position. Hall still right there with them. Bryson has fell back a few positions now. Sutton, Nevins, white flag. White flag on the track. Hammer moves up the track. Nevins is by. He'll set it down in turn 3. Nobody in his way. And Ty Nevins is going to take the win here in tonight's mini sprint feature. Geis will be 2nd. Sutton in 3rd. Rains will be 4th. Hyder, Hall, Bryson, Moss. Looks like Reynolds, Hall, Kotulski, and Hammer. Ty Nevins taking the win tonight, negotiating the lap traffic, not giving up any of that lead. And we'll go down there and have a word with him in just a minute here. Meanwhile, that was our final feature of the night. If you've got a transponder, please make sure you turn it in up here at the tower. We thank everybody for tuning in at home. Again, next weekend we'll be back with the side-by-sides on Saturday. That's November 6th. November 12th, the carts will be out here, and November 13th, the cars will be back again. I wasn't going to let the microphone die before you got a chance to speak, man. Out front the whole night, negotiated all that lap traffic. Guys could not catch any ground. I thought he was going to make up some ground there when you caught those lap cars, but, man, you just went right through them. Who do you want to talk to? Who do you want to thank tonight, man?
It was definitely a little bit of a scary race, especially towards the end. Getting through lap cars always hairy because the difference in speed and difference in line. So just trying to figure that out, but also puts a gap between me and second place, so that helped. But I got to thank Brad Sutton, Adrian Sutton, my mom, Hype Racing Southeast, Epic Racewear, Pop Fusions, everyone that has me going fast and out front.
Remember the people that count, right? Had one heck of a job out there driving that thing tonight. Congratulations on the win, and we got to find this board here so we can put a first place sign in front of you. Second place tonight. Thought it was going to be a little bit closer there as he caught to that lap traffic, but, man, it was like the waters parted for him, and he went right through. You had this thing flying tonight, too, and who do you want to thank?
Oh, man, I got a ton of people to thank. I got to thank the Godfather for getting me here after having this thing wrecked last time we were here. The whole front of it tore off, so get it back together and run like it did tonight. Like I said, thanks to the Godfather. He knows who he is. Andy, girlfriend Kelly, family over here, Sharon, Kent, and Stefan. So, got to thank Competition Coatings. Thank everybody for coming out. Can't wait till next time.
A good run tonight, and we'll see you next go around. Mr. Sutton, third place tonight. Man, that was a crazy field of cars out there, and y'all had a pretty good, y'all had pretty fast cars tonight. Who do you want to thank, man?
First of all, I'd like to thank my wife, for allowing me to have fun out here on Saturday night and spend crazy money on having fun. So, and thank Mike at Hyper. He's been helping me out, trying to get this new injection dialed in, and we finally got it almost, but track was a little tricky tonight. I think all of us were going back and forth on our shocks, just trying to find something that worked. But yeah, it was a little tricky track tonight.
Definitely had a lot of people on their toes tonight, especially from about y'all were in the good area until y'all got to the lap traffic, and then it got really hairy out there. But well, we thank y'all for coming out to run with us tonight. You got anybody else you want to thank? You got it covered, or?
Yeah, I think that's about everybody.
All right, man. Third place tonight, Brad Sutton.